Top35 Under35, awarding youth excellence.
My name is Kelvin Keya. I'm the CEO for Youth Agenda. Youth Agenda is an NGO registered in Kenya, over 20 years in existence. We are currently doing programs on youth and leadership and governance, youth economic empowerment, as well as gender development and advocacy. Our work goes across about 15 counties of this country: Nairobi, Nakuru, Nandi, Uasin Gishu, and we also have Kwale, we have Kisumu, we have Kakamega, and Machakos. We also have Tharaka Nithi, Garissa, and Isiolo, a bit of around 15 counties. Our work majorly touches on young people, and this year we have brought to you the Top 35 Under35 Awards, which is an aspect of our youth economic empowerment program that will run for 1 year. We are looking at awarding young people who have excelled in various categories, one of them being sports, agriculture, manufacturing, health, governance, and of course also generally young people who have done excellence, like a lifetime achievers of the year. Whatever the young people are doing out there is great. All they need is support. All they need is mentorship. All they need is somebody to believe in them. We saw profiles that were even challenging judges. We saw people demonstrating what they are doing in their farms. Young people inspired to do farming. We saw young people creating employment. We saw young people contributing to the economy by paying taxes. What else should we do to these young people apart from celebrating them? What else should we do to these young people apart from giving them more chances to impact the society? These youth are parents. These youth are going to be grandparents. These youth need a chance to be exposed. I also want to say that we also saw profiles of these young people who are supposed to be in leadership positions. We saw people who are already influencing development in counties. They are doing initiatives and projects that are changing livelihoods. So what we have done through this platform is to bulge them, is to blow them out, and to give them a chance to inspire, to mentor, and to change the conversation about youth leadership, youth engagement, and the youth transition from youth age to adulthood. Lastly, we are also telling our leaders, and including the president, that through this award, we have brought to them young people who qualify to be in government positions, young people who qualify to be in the private sector. We would wish to see people below the ages of 35 as ministers, as principal secretaries, as speakers. We also wish to see some of them being supported and pushed to be governors. The country is 70–75% youth. What is that difficult to give young people a chance to offer leadership? We are also telling him that these 35 need to be celebrated during 2020 Mashujaa Day celebrations. We are tired of seeing recycled people being awarded. We are also tired of seeing people who have not impacted society being celebrated. We don't want to mention names, but what we are saying is that we have provided solutions, we have provided him options from these 35 for them to be considered for opportunities to continue transforming the country. The constitution of our country says that the youth are people between the ages of 18 and 35. And because we wanted to do a mentorship program with this youth, we insisted that the person has to be under 35. That means they will be 34. So that by the time they exit the mentorship program, they are 35. And therefore, they can move to the next level. We also, through this program, trying to inspire a change or a kind of transition process. There are some people who are youth, they get to 35, they get to 36, but you still call a youth program, you see them. We are trying to talk to them and tell them, when you reach youth, please move on. You know, even me, when I get to 35, I'll move on. When you look at somebody between 19 to 25, they have very little to offer in terms of supporting others. But at the same time, they need more in an aspect to build them up. So the top 35, we are looking at working with them to engage them, to build their capacity through a mentorship program for 6 months, and thereafter then work with them to inspire others through mentorship. So that we now have, if we had a farmer, a youth farmer or a youth in health, they now take another 3, yeah, and take them through a mentorship program for 6 months. Because me and you know, the youth, that there are things you cannot ask your father, you cannot ask your mother, you can ask your friend, you know. So it means that if I am, say, 32 years, a youth about 25 years would easily listen to me, as opposed to somebody 50 years. So we want to bring a peer-to-peer mentorship program where the youth mentor the rest. And also to show the youth that as youth we can do something, and we can lead, and we can be trusted. These awards are different because we have combined them to a mentorship program. And also we have taken a process of searching. How the award runs is that there is the process of identification. Identification was the call, so we did a call. The previous awards that I know, we never see the calls, we just see the awards. So there's something missing. And it's also as raw as possible, because if you look at the people who applied, they were so raw, as in real from the ground. There were even those that were showing us their videos, you know, what they are doing live during the judging processes. So it's a bit different. And then number 2, it has got an aspect of sustainability. We just don't want to award somebody and leave him there. We work with them and also ask them to work with another person. So that will now bring the transformation. Change cannot happen at once, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people changed. Then we work with the 5 people to change another 5, another 5. So with time, we'll have a transformed country. Thank you so much, our judges. We want to say that we are honored for your time, for your sacrifice during this COVID-19 time, for giving the youth value of what they have been able to showcase. I wish to also encourage the judges that this is not the end of the process. We have just begun. We now need them as mentors of the top 35. We also need them as linkage platforms for the top 35. And we look forward to partnering with the judges in the different various aspects.
Top 35 Under 35, awarding youth excellence.